Cancer, 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 how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading game from the 26th of June through to the 2nd of July. Happy birthday to all of you having a birthday this week. You Cancers, the new year has started for you. That's what it's all about. Go into it in the Astroflower books. Yes, so happy birthday to you. Thank you very much for being here, showing your support for this channel. It's been absolutely lovely. I hope you get the best out of this reading. And your overall energies. Stepping into a new paradigm. It's basically what is going on for you. You're going through your birthday period. Yes, the overall energy is, this is a new year for me. This is where you can put into play what you have decided over the last sort of 2-3 months. This is in the philosophy of the Astroflower. So in the last 3 months before your birthday, it's equivalent of the autumn period. And you should have worked out what has been working for you in the past year, what hasn't been, what you want to work to be in the future, what you want to start new and everything like that. And now is the time to really start stepping into that new dimension and stepping into that power and doing it. Yeah, so it's a whole new, brand new start for you. On your karmic message on your relationship side, you get the 9 of Cups. I think this is where you're starting. If you're starting in regards to your relationships, your karmic path here, I think you should be starting it by sort of saying, yes, I want a loving relationship if you haven't already got one, or I want my relationship to be even more, to explore a lot more with that relationship. Just be open to possibilities. Don't be closed off by ideas. You've got a plan in place. But all plans, go awry. So recognize that and realize that. When you recognize that all plans can go awry, all of a sudden you can actually choose the best out of the situation as it arises within you, within your life. And there may be real connections with other people in regards to relationships which you may not have seen happening or coming into your life, and it's your karmic message to step out there to explore, I think, more than anything else. The universe here is sort of like, you got the 4 of Swords. So the 4 of Swords is almost sort of like rest, healing, that sort of thing. I think as you open up to this new year and open up to all the possible relationships that you can have around you, all of a sudden, that's going to give you a lot of healing, a lot of perspective in your life, and put things into, put things into perspective in your life, basically. And I think the universe is trying to do that. I'm not the youngest person in the world, and if my dreams was to be with someone who's incredibly young, in their early 20s, maybe I'm shooting a bit above my station. That's what I'm trying to sort of say. It's not necessarily, that's not a bad thing. That's probably a really bad example to take, actually. But you know what I mean? It's helping you to be realistic, basically. That's what it's saying there. To stop believing in pipe dreams and believing in real possibilities for you. So, yes, it's good to dream. Yes, it's good to explore all the possibilities. But have a touch of realism about it. I think it's really good for you. And you're good at that, Cancer. Have I been calling you Pisces? I hope not. I don't think I have. Yeah, in Cancer, you have that within you. You have that realization within you. You have that that realistic side of things. You're very pragmatical at times. Page of Pentacles, it's the start of a new medium-term cycle, which is so true. You're coming into that 9-month cycle because it's your birthday period. From your birthday, it's a 9-month cycle of progressively going forward and upwards. And this is what you've been building towards. This is how your guides are influencing your karmic path of all these opportunities and these possibilities within your life. You've been building up towards them. You've been constructing them for this new cycle that's happening within you. This new paradigm, this new beginning for you, basically. Let's just see how your future selves are trying to sort of like guide you on. Wheel of Fortune. Did you see that X-Flare solstice reading that I put out on this channel? Because I explained all about the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is like a log on water that you're standing on. That you can either push it one way or the other. But the Wheel of Fortune is also connected to life, that river that is taking that log on a journey. So using the Wheel of Fortune to either evolve certain relationships or devolve certain relationships. And devolving certain relationships can help evolve other relationships, if you know what I mean. So whichever way it sort of lays here in you, in regards to your relationships, if you want a certain relationships to evolve, you've got to maybe devolve other relationships within your life. That may well be the case. You know, let's just say you want to connect with your sister or your brother a lot more within your life. You know, that means maybe you have to sort of like calm down the relationships that you have with your friends to give your family, give your brother and your sisters a bit more time and a bit more sort of space within your life. It could be if you want a new lover in your life. That means same sort of thing. As you spend time with that new person in your life, it means you're going to spend a little bit less time with other people. It's just how you choose to evolve, how you choose to make your life a lot more fortunate for you in regards to your relationships. That's where you're going towards. Let's just see what happens on your material path. So this is your jobs, your business and your projects and stuff like that. On your karmic path, you have the 9 of Wands. It's a starting point, the start of a journey. And that person there has taken that one wand, like the King of Wands, stepped into your power and going off on that journey. If you want that career path to evolve, you're going to have to go after that promotion. You're going to have to take that wand on and go after that job. Or involve your business, create your business. But you're leaving those 8 wands behind. Now, those 8 wands is good communication, messages that come into you that help you realize and sort of saying, okay, I've done that. I don't want to go back to that, or I don't want this to happen in my life. And these are the healthy boundaries that I'm putting in place in order for it to happen. But the main thing is that you've got to go off on that journey. You've got to start on that journey of success within your life. Journey of being who you want to be within regards to your job and your business. And success is relative to what you think success is. It doesn't necessarily have to be financially, but you've got to go off on that journey. The Knight of Cups, this is where the universe is offering you this new paradigm, this new contracts. And I think this is tied into you actually choosing, I think the universe is encouraging you to choose your pathways, your career path or your business path, according to your heart, according to what floats your boat in your heart, basically. I think that's what the universe is trying to do here, trying to encourage you to make that connection. And there may be a new job coming in that sort of really plays towards your heart and your passions within you. And I would encourage that for you to take that. I think that would bring you good success. And as I said, success is not necessarily financial. I think it would make you feel really, really well with how you go forward. Yeah. It's pushing you into, this is your past sort of guides of how your past self of influencing your karmic path, your 9 of Wands. You're taking that wand on. You're taking that righteous path. You are responding to the calling, that inner calling that is within you and your heart, which is going to open those doors going forward, because it's natural for you to do it, and the universe has got your back here. The universe is encouraging you to just follow it through and step into your righteous place and your righteous path. Let's just see what your future guides, how your future guides, this is it. Falling in love with yourself in regards to your career path. falling in love with yourself in regards to your business and your projects, everything that is in your physical realm. It's falling in love with it and enjoying it, heading towards that sun up there, which is just your ultimate happiness, basically, the ultimate fulfillment within inside you. This is what you should be heading towards, and this is what you should be trying to channel through you, because that is what you're going to manifest. If you start, you don't have to believe in it. You just sort of say to the universe, this is what I want and this is how I want it. This is what makes me feel alive. And when you approach it like that, there is a greater chance of you getting what you are putting out there. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be exactly as you thought. But then that's what the healthy boundaries are there for. And that's what this Four of Swords is there for. It's also compensating for the quirkiness of life. The overall outcome, Five of Cups. Is the overall outcome disappointment? No, I don't feel that. I think it's more of a case of letting go of disappointment. Letting go of those 3 cups that have been spilt. Letting go of the past year and heading onto those 2 cups there. So basically, the Lover's card. You know, making that commitment to yourself to actually be at one with yourself. That's what I think is the best thing that's coming through for you. That you're going to feel at absolute one with yourself if you don't look to the past and look to the future. And don't worry about it. Once you realise that and say, okay, that milk has gone or that wine has been spilt, you're not going to get it back. It's flowed into the river of life, which I call love anyway, rivers. And you're going to realise that you pick these 2 cups up there and you kind of go, oh look, there's a bridge. I can get over that river now. Or rather being disappointed that I haven't been able to get over that emotional situation. Now I realise, actually, if I just connect with myself, I can go across that bridge and go to something that is absolutely in tune with who I am. And I think that's where you're heading for. And I think the overall outcome by the end of the week is sort of saying, okay, last year was last year, this year's this year, and I'm moving fully on into it. You know, going fully on into it. Let's just see. Thank you very much for being here, by the way. Thank you very much for subscribing, liking, sharing as well, helping this channel out, support this channel in any way you can. It's absolutely beautiful. Really do appreciate it. It's been an absolute brilliant journey up to now, and I'm sure it's going to be a brilliant journey going forward. So I thank you for that, very much so. Let's just see what's going on with the light seers. Let's see if we can get some clarification out of this. The Four of Wands, you get the Five of Wands. I think this year is almost making, you've got to make a pact with yourself to be the best example of yourself that you can be. Five of Wands can be about conflict, but I don't think so. I think the conflict is much more, I take it as much more of an inner conflict more than anything else, and striving to be the best example of yourself. It's a learning curve that you're going through, and as you go into this new year, it's going to be a learning curve of putting in place all the projects that you have decided within you. Let's just see what's going on with the Nine of Cups. You get the Three of Cups. Say goodbye to that disappointment. Say hello to the Two of Cups. You know, through connecting with other people. And it's gonna help you to explore a lot of different possibilities with this new Three of Cups, with this celebration and this sort of very sociable aspect to your life. I would be very sociable this week. Be very, very sociable. It's your birthday as well. It might well be your birthday. And it might be your birthday coming up, but get sociable about it. With the Four of Swords, you get the Six of Wands. I think, yeah, ultimate success is heading your way. And being able to compensate for certain complications in life, which is going to make you realise that relationships, you probably know this already, are not plain sailing. They're not the easiest things in the world, and they do need work. But they also need, you know, coming together and understanding from one side to another within these relationships. And I think you're going to you're going to gain enormous amounts of. The universe is trying to encourage you to sort of take that career, not career path, that righteous path. Sorry, with that sort of reef there. You're being in the position that you need to be in order to get the best out of life and getting the most rewards out of your relationships, because there is that healing and that fairy, that sort of understanding, I think, as well. And that understanding is going to bring a lot of blessings into your life. With the Page of Pentacles, you get the Seven of Swords. Knowing the longer term cycle, and this is what you've understood, I think, over this past sort of 2 or 3 months, that things need to be cultivated over a longer period of time, is making you play smarter in regards to your relationships, of not getting triggered by certain aspects, emotionally triggered by aspects, or mentally triggered by aspects in your relationships. So it's going to make you feel like you're really on the case here, really on the ball, that you're on top of things, and within your relationships, people are going to admire you in a way, and that's what comes through that as well. I think the universe is trying to bring that into your life, and knowing that sort of that understanding side of things is going to make you play smarter and allow you to get the best out of your coming year, basically. Let's just see what's happening on the Wheel of Fortune. Which way is it spinning? You deciding, obviously. You get the Nine of Wands, which is over on this side here as well, on your material side. It's knowing your past, knowing any sort of complications you may have had within any relationships that you've had in the past, be it one-to-one relationships, be it with family or friends or whatever. You can use that experience of the past in order to make the Wheel of Fortune spin in your favour. Spin in the way that is good for you, basically. That's what's coming up. That's what you're doing. And it's through that understanding that you can connect with people, which will allow you to actually get the best out of that Wheel of Fortune. Let's just see what's going on your material side. You've got the Nine of Wands on your karmic path. And your karmic path here is this card here, the Queen of Cups. Very, very got a lot of Cancer energy in it as well. Because she's sitting with the water halfway up, which is a little bit like the crab. He sort of lives between the two worlds. And you can radiate this assurance that you have within you going forward on your career path. If you use and you radiate that, you're going to realize when, things are not going as they should be. And that's what the Nine of Wands is going to help you out with, those healthy boundaries, in order for you to radiate the best example of you, to get the best out of life. So if you want something, you're going to have to radiate that you're going to have to, vibrate that, have that vibration that is within you, that comes out of you, that is going to create that future that you so desire within regards to your businesses. But there's an opportunity coming up here that you really, it's going to lay all disappointments to rest, basically. It's going to lay all disappointments to rest as you go forward. Let's just see what that opportunity is. The universe is obviously sort of coming forward with something for you. And the Four of Pentacles. I think it's because if you spend your time, effort, money, energy wisely, and be really focused about how you spend your money, the universe can be really crystal clear about what it can bring you as opportunities. So I think it'd be a good thing for you to be very discerning about how you spend your time, effort, money, and what have you within your career path. I'd be very serious about it. And that could be how you invest in connections with people, networking and stuff like that. With the Judgment card, you get the King of Wands. What was I saying about the Nine of Wands? Being that King of Wands. That's what's leading you here. That's what you got to do. You got to head off on your journey. Your judgment. It goes with the Judgment card. a very, very powerful reading on that respect. So it could be this year, could be the year that you are stepping into your power and finally following that career path that you should be following, starting that business that you should be doing that project that you know you should be doing for a long time. And it's finally coming together where everything is giving birth or bringing you to the calling of something completely new within your life, or a direction that is totally you, basically. With the Lovers card, you get the Ace of Cups. This is what I said to you earlier on about the Lovers, putting your heart's desire into the situation. And this is what I mean about success as well. I think it's going to make you feel an absolute joy with what you're doing as you go forward. And it's going to dispel all of that doubt that you may have had in the past. Because your future has got the King of Cups. You've got the Queen of Cups at the base of your financial side on your karmic path. And you've got the King of Cups at the top. I think if you dispel this doubt, you're going to meet someone who has that persona which makes you feel at ease and at absolute one with yourself within your relationship side. And it's also you feeling and having a control over your emotions to feel at one with yourself, so you can get the best out of a future and let go of any sort of doubts or disappointments you had in the past. You're heading onto much calmer shores, and this is because you're orchestrating it. That's what it seems to be like on both sides, on relationships as much as on your financial side. And there seems to be someone coming in that could well be tied in with that Knight of Cups that you've got down there. That someone's coming in and those opportunities there with the Nine of Cups there, and with the Wheel of Fortune, maybe bringing someone into your life who brings stability into your life. Could be on your relationship side as much within your material side. There you go, Cancer. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you got the best out of this reading. I really do appreciate the support you give to this channel. Subscribing, sharing, liking, commenting, all of those sort of things. It's absolutely brilliant. All of it helps us out, and I do appreciate it and your help for us. In the meantime, I'll see you over at your monthly readings that are coming out next week. And you can also see your solstice readings, which are already on our channel. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.